In one of the most shocking matches of the year, Rhea Ripley didn't just beat Liv Morgan, she absolutely destroyed her, leaving the WWE Universe in disbelief. But what really shook everyone was the bombshell Rhea dropped right after the match, revealing a personal grudge that no one saw coming. With emotions running high and tensions boiling over, you have to wonder, is this just the beginning of an even fiercer rivalry between these two?
But this relationship that you're currently in with Liv, you'd say is far superior to your previous one.
100%. I just think the fact that there's, equal respect, she just kind of accepts me for who I am.
So, let me tell you, the whole drama between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan has been nothing short of electrifying, and it all started with a rather unexpected twist. Dominic Mysterio, one of WWE's rising stars, and a name you've probably seen all over the place lately, threw a massive curveball into the mix. In an interview that got everyone talking, Dominic boldly claimed that Liv Morgan was 100% superior to Rhea Ripley. Now, if you're familiar with these two powerhouses, you can imagine the kind of stir that caused. Rhea Ripley, who has been a force to be reckoned with in WWE, certainly didn't take that statement lightly. Dominic's comments added a whole new layer of tension between the two wrestlers, as fans and insiders alike began speculating what this might mean for their already simmering rivalry. For someone like Rhea, who thrives on being the dominant figure in the ring, hearing that Liv Morgan was being put on a pedestal above her was more than just a decision, it was a challenge. And Rhea Ripley isn't the type to back down from a challenge. Liv Morgan didn't just sit back and let Dominic's words do the talking. Instead, she leaned into the chaos, and boy, did she make a statement. During a recent WWE event, Liv Morgan did something that took everyone by surprise. She planted a kiss on Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, you heard that right. And this wasn't just any kiss, it was the kind of moment that you knew would set the WWE Universe on fire. So, you see, this isn't just a simple rivalry, this is turning into a full-blown war. And with all the history and emotion behind it, you can bet that Rhea Ripley wasn't going to let this slide without a fight. As emotions boiled over and the rivalry intensified, the events that followed would leave the WWE Universe in absolute shock.
Rhea walks in, and here you go, Liv!
The anticipation for the match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan had been building up for weeks, and by the time the two finally squared off in the ring, you could feel the electricity in the air. The crowd in Berlin was on the edge of their seats, knowing they were about to witness something special, and let me tell you, the match did not disappoint. Right from the start, Rhea Ripley made it clear that she wasn't here to play games. Liv Morgan, known for her resilience and quickness, tried to hold her ground, but Rhea was on another level that night. The way Rhea took control of the match was a masterclass in dominance. She didn't just overpower Liv, she systematically dismantled her. Liv Morgan, despite her best efforts, was left sprawled on the mat, while Rhea stood tall, basking in the moment. The crowd erupted in a mix of shock and awe, fully aware that they had just witnessed a dominant performance from one of WWE's most formidable competitors. The WWE Universe's reaction to the match was nothing short of explosive. Social media lit up with fans expressing their amazement at Rhea's sheer brutality and Liv's valiant effort to withstand the onslaught. Many were shocked by just how one-sided the match had turned out to be, especially considering the tension that had been brewing between the two for so long. But more than anything, there was a sense of excitement for what this victory meant for Rhea Ripley's future and what it could spell for the ongoing feud with Liv Morgan. After the dust had settled from that intense showdown at the WWE Bash in Berlin, you'd think Rhea Ripley might take a moment to bask in her victory. But no, Rhea had something more to say, and what she revealed next was a bombshell that no one saw coming. In a post-match interview, Rhea dropped a piece of news that instantly reignited the flames of her rivalry with Liv Morgan. Rhea revealed that she had been holding back during their match, not in terms of physicality, but in terms of how much she truly despises Liv Morgan. She went on to say that their rivalry goes far beyond what happens in the ring, hinting at a deeper, more personal grudge that she's been carrying for a while. Rhea didn't spill all the details, but the way she spoke about Liv made it clear that there's unfinished business between them. This wasn't just about proving who's the better wrestler. It was about something far more personal. This revelation was like throwing a match into a powder keg. For Liv Morgan, it wasn't just a physical defeat she had to deal with. It was now clear that Rhea Ripley had some deep-seated animosity toward her. This kind of revelation can have a huge impact on a wrestler's mindset. And for Liv, it could mean a major shift in how she approaches not just her matches, but her entire career moving forward. Imagine being in Liv's shoes for a second. She's just been through one of the toughest matches of her life, only to find out that her opponent has a personal vendetta against her. That's not something you can just shake off. It's likely that this will push Liv to rethink her strategy, not just in the ring, but in how she deals with Rhea outside of it. Will she try to bury the hatchet and move on, or will this revelation push her to fight back with everything she's got? Maybe even taking their rivalry to a whole new level. With Liv out of the picture, Rhea had one final task: settling the score with Dominic. After the intense match and shocking revelations, all eyes turned to Dominic Mysterio, curious about how he would respond to the chaos he inadvertently helped ignite. You might remember that it was Dominic's bold claim about Liv Morgan being 100% superior to Rhea Ripley that added fuel to this fiery rivalry in the first place. So naturally, everyone wanted to know what he thought, now that Rhea had so decisively taken control. Dominic didn't shy away from the spotlight. In the aftermath, he stood by his comments about Liv, but with a twist. He acknowledged Rhea's victory, praising her for the sheer dominance she displayed in the ring. However, he also doubled down on his earlier statement, insisting that Liv Morgan's resilience and ability to push Rhea to her limits only reinforced his belief in her superiority. This response was classic Dominic, stirring the pot while keeping both sides on edge. It was clear that he wasn't ready to let this rivalry die down anytime soon, and his words only added more tension to an already volatile situation. As for what this all means for the future of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, well, the possibilities are endless. The WWE Universe is buzzing with speculation, and it's safe to say that this feud is far from over. Given the intensity of their last encounter, a rematch seems almost inevitable. Fans are already clamoring for another showdown, and with Rhea's vendetta now out in the open, the stakes have never been higher. But what's even more intriguing is how this rivalry might evolve. Will Liv Morgan come back stronger, fueled by the desire to not just beat Rhea, but to prove that she truly is superior? Or will Rhea, now even more determined to assert her dominance, take things to an even more brutal level? There's also the question of how Dominic Mysterio will continue to play into this dynamic. His involvement has added an unpredictable element to the storyline, and it wouldn't be surprising if he becomes even more entangled in the drama between these two fierce competitors. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.